Is 110 yards too long for the RWS Subsonic hollow point? Let's find out. Hey guys, another day at the range. A beautiful day. Sunny. It has been raining for several days now, so I haven't been able to do any shooting. But today we have beautiful sun. But with sun, it comes wind. It's pretty windy today. I'm gonna show you a picture from the safety flag so you can see how much it's blowing here. It's pretty much. And with these slow moving hollow points, well, let's see what we can do. And I'm shooting at electronic targets today. I'm a bit lazy. I won't go back and forth to the paper targets. And also I can have control with the camera because it has kind of been living its own life lately. It turns off for some reason. Well, I'm going to shoot a few rounds just to see if the rifle is zeroed. I think it should be pretty much zeroed. And then we're going to shoot some groups. And as many of you know, I really love the old boxes. Well, old, they are not old, but a couple of years old. The boxes on RWS. They are so pretty, the black and silver color. Now they come in these dull boxes. And as always, when I'm shooting RWS, I say, RWS, bring the good looking boxes back. Okay, let's see. The target is on. The camera is rolling and that camera is rolling. Okay, and the chrono is rolling. Everything is rolling. Let's shoot just a few rounds to see if it's zeroed. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe just one up. Yeah, one up. And let's see. 1, 2, 3 to the right. That should do it. Something like that. Okay, it was only 3. Did I load only with 3? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're pretty dead on. And today I'm shooting my Bergara B14R with the Meopta Optika6. This is the 5-30 by 56. And on the front of the barrel is my ATEC CMM6. This has become my go-to suppressor. It's pretty nice priced and it works great. And you can adjust it in length by taking off the modules. Let's see if we can turn it over to ammo test mode and new card. That way it should be able to give us the group size. And the velocities are, well, just around 1010, 1020 feet per second. And it's a 40 grain bullet. It's lead round nosed, and like all other RWS ammo, it's, well, they don't skimp on the wax. Let's put it that way. It's heavily waxed, but they are good looking and they look consistent. Let's see, group number 1. Now that we're shooting on electronic targets, let me explain a bit about how the ammo testing program works. You'll notice that all the first shots show up as dead centers. That's because the system shows every group in relation to the 10 ring. So when you fire the first single shot, it calculates the center point of the group. which is just one shot, and places it right in the middle. When we fire a second shot, the system calculates the center between those two shots and again places that center in the 10 ring. Same thing with the third shot, and so on. At the end, when the full group is done, we will see how it actually relates to the 10 ring. Pretty smart, right? And on top of that, we'll see the group size, measured in millimeters. But don't worry, my American friends, I'll convert it to inches for you. Let's see, how are the group? Well, you can see it in millimeters and not in inches. But this is 38 millimeters. This is roughly 3.8 centimeters. It's 1.5 MOA or something like that. Let's see. You can zoom it in. I'd say it's pretty decent. New card. And as always, while I'm loading the magazine, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And only 30% of those of you that watch my videos are subscribed, so 70% of you are not subscribers. Do something about that. Let's see, that was 5. $1,022. Oh, that didn't feel good.
1,018. 1,018. 1,041.
Let's see. That opened up a little bit. Well, 4.8 centimeters. But the numbers from the chronograph is really good. I think I'm gonna get some real nice numbers at the end of this shooting session. And have you tried any of the RWS Subsonic hollow point? If you have, let me know in the comments and tell me if you're happy with them or if you don't like them or if you think they are overpriced. In my humble opinion, this is some of the best subsonic ammo you can get. I'll try to shoot between the gusts.
1,025.
I have to turn down the magnification to see the wind flag. So now I have a problem to see my aiming point.
1,030.
And it's blowing and blowing and blowing and blowing and blowing. Come on.
1,034.
Was that the 5th shot? Let's see.
996.
Oh, that was a low velocity. Dang, it opened up even more. 5.3 centimeters. We're getting larger and larger groups. Maybe it's because the wind is picking up. And even now I try to fight the wind. I'm gonna just shoot and see. It might have something to do with the fact that I had to turn down the magnification to see the wind flag. And I'm aiming at just a tiny orange spot. So I think I'm gonna turn it back up to max again. And just forget about the wind.
1,019. 1,030. 1,050.
I pulled that one. Oh.
1,080.
5.8, 5.7. You know, most subsonic ammo is starting to struggling out at 100 yards. And this is even stretching the 100-yard mark because this is 110 yards. Because in Norway, as in most of the rest of the world except the USA, we use metric. And we are shooting at 100 meters, which is about 110 yards. So, it's a little bit better at 100 yards if you want to try it yourself. Come on, give me a group with 3 in the start.
996.
If that was a bad shot, it was me.
1031. 992. 1025.
I guess we're gonna end up with a spread about 40 or something like that. Ooh! Ay, 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 ay. That was no bueno. The groups are growing and growing. Well, I have 10 rounds left, so we have 2 more 5-shot groups. I was so optimistic when I saw the first group with the 3.8, 3.7 centimeters. But if you could see the trees around the range now, you would understand that this is not ideal conditions, to say the least. Especially for a slow-moving round like this.
1037. 1027.
Have you heard about pulling a shot?
1025. 1028. 1024.
Let's see. Well, 5.7 centimeters. It's better, but it's not great. Okay, the last group. Please let me end with a really tight, nice, small group. I guess I have to do a retest when it's more calm. But it's my day off and it was nice weather. Well, what you gonna do?
1032. 1025. 1019. 1023.
And the last one.
1031.
Well, that's it for the RWS Subsonic hollow point. Let's see. Yeah, that was a nice way to end. Let's take a quick look at the chronograph numbers before we wrap things up for today. It recorded all 39 shots I fired without missing a single one. We got a max velocity of 1041 feet per second and a minimum of 992 feet per second. A couple of those shots really messed up the spread, which ended up at being an unnecessary high 49 feet per second. Most of the shots were actually nicely grouped around the average velocity, which landed at 1030 feet per second. That's 13 feet per second, lower than what RWS claims. The standard deviation came in at 12 feet per second, which isn't bad at all for a subsonic round. They usually have a bit higher SD than regular ammo anyway. That's all for now, dear viewers, and until next time, take care.